Alright, so we are doing exercise 9D, and this is question 7. It reads, in Sam's class at school, many of the students are on the swimming team. There are 18 students in the class. 7 of the students swim freestyle, and 4 swim backstroke. 2 students swim both freestyle and backstroke. Draw a Venn diagram and use it to find the probability. Ooh, that's going to be important. We're finding the probability that a student randomly chosen from Sam's class A swims freestyle, swims backstroke, swims freestyle and backstroke, or is on the swimming team. All right, before we get into these questions, let's draw our Venn diagram. So we know that we're dealing with 2 groups. We have a freestyle group and we have a backstroke group. So we have F and we have B. Second thing we know, we have 18 students in the class. So that means our N, our total amount of students, is 18. The next thing that we know is that 2 students swim both freestyle and backstroke. So we could say that F intersection of B is going to equal 2. So I can put a 2 here. Now we know that 7 students swim freestyle. So in this circle for freestyle, we know 7 students have to be in here. We already have 2 here, so that means we're going to have 5 who only swim freestyle. Next, we have our backstroke circle, and we know that 4 swim backstroke. We already have 2 here, so in this circle, which we know has to contain 4, we're going to put 2 who only swim backstroke, because 2 plus 2 is 4. Perfect. Now we have 18 students all together. But if we quickly figure out the union of F and B, so the union of F and B, we're going to find out that it's going to be 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 2 is 9. We have 9 students. So that means if we have 9 students who do swimming, how many students don't do swimming? Well, if we have 18 students altogether and 9 swim, well, that means 9 don't swim, and I could rub that out right here. I also want to stop here for a second and think of another way we could find the union of F and B. There's another way we could do this if we didn't have a Venn diagram, and in this exercise, they kind of make a big deal about it. It's called the addition rule. So here it is. So let's pretend our A is an F and our B is a our B will be a B for backstroke. All right, so knowing that, so that's going to be F and that's going to be B. If we know that 7 students swim backstroke, 7 students swim backstroke, 7 students swim freestyle, 7 students swim freestyle, and 4 swim backstroke, and then we minus the kids who do both, so the intersection point, which we know is 2, we can figure out 7 plus 4 is 11, minus 2 is going to be 9. So that's just another way we can figure out what my union of F and B is going to be, 9. And we figured out everything on the outside will also be 9. So there are 9 students who swim and 9 students who don't swim. All right, so that was all background information. Let's now get into the questions. So let's start with A, which asks us to find the probability of finding a student who swims freestyle. So we know that we've got 18 students in the class, and we know that 7 swim freestyle. And that can't be simplified, so that would be our answer. So the first one to 7A will be 7 out of 18. Next, how many students, what's the probability of randomly selecting a student who swims backstroke? Well, we know that 4 students swim backstroke, and we know that's an out of a total of 18 students. So that's going to be 2 over 9. So 2 over 9 will be our answer to 7B. Next, we do C, swims freestyle and backstroke. Well, we know that there are 2 students who swim both, so it's going to be 2 out of 18, which is going to be 1 over 9. So that will be our answer to 7C, 1 over 9. Let me just quickly highlight that. And then finally, D is asking us to find the probability of randomly selecting a student who is on the swimming team. Well, we know that's going to be the union of F and B, which is 9. 9 students are on the swimming team out of a total of 18 students, which is going to be half. So if you had that room full of 18 students and you randomly selected a student, there's a 50-50 chance that that kid will be on the swimming team. So that is question 7 from 9D. I hope this was helpful in you figuring out the question.